Today marks the start of Black History Month, dedicated to honoring the triumphs and struggles of Black Americans throughout U.S. history.
All month long, we will be highlighting the stories of people here across Central Florida. Seminole County Public Schools is once again an A school district, and leading the way with test scores and a 100% graduation rate is Crooms Academy of Information and Technology.
While students focus on their future, they're also carrying on the legacy of an educational giant. In this Project Community Black History Month Spotlight, WESH 2's Christina Watkins sits down with 3 principals who helped fulfill the dream of the founders of this historic school in Sanford.
You're gonna have to go to...
Inside classrooms at Crooms Academy of Information and Technology in Sanford, high school students learn the ins and outs of the tech world. It's part of the vision, the dream, which started nearly 100 years ago by Dr. Joseph Crooms and his wife, Wealthy. They founded Seminole County's first high school for Black students back in 1926 on 7.5 acres of land on West 13th Street.
We used to say it's a beacon of hope at the end of 13th Street, and I think it has been for so many people in this community for so many years.
It was a safe space to learn before the county integrated all public schools in 1970. Dr. Barbara Kirby Bentley remembers walking the halls when she was a little girl in 1959.
I came to Crooms 7th grade from Goldsboro Elementary, and as a student, it was the dream of a lifetime. Everyone who lived in Sanford just couldn't wait to get to Crooms. Education is the far most important thing that you could have in your life, because it can't ever be taken away. No matter what you do or you don't do, good or bad, your education is with you for a lifetime.
Dr. Kirby Bentley went on to teach and carry on the legacy of the Crooms family by becoming principal from 1986 to 1994.
The first day I came to Crooms as principal, I think I cried most of the day, because I couldn't believe that this little girl who had come through this school was now the principal and had that responsibility to lead children and staff members and follow the dream of Dr. and Mrs. Crooms.
She never took that obligation lightly, and neither did Dr. Connie Collins, who received the torch in 2000 during a pivotal transitional period before Crooms officially became the School of Information and Technology.
A dream job. It is the school of my heart, and I think it's because as far as Crooms Academy of Information Technology is concerned, I was there from its beginning. I followed in the footsteps of amazing administrators. First of all, Professor Crooms.
Keeping the principals from the Crooms family, Dr. Collins helped start a fresh path for the school, bringing it more growth and success. Moving forward while remembering the past is the goal for the future. Dr. Brandon Hanshaw, who grew up not too far from Crooms, now carries the title as principal, and he holds it with great humility.
This is the single greatest professional honor of my life, is to have been named principal of Crooms and to have served here for 7 years.
Through murals, historical mementos across campus, even taking students to the Crooms house to recreate this iconic picture from the class of 1929. Dr. Hanshaw makes sure everyone knows about the grounds they're walking on and the educational giants who paved the way.
I become at a loss for words when I really think about it, because it's bridging that gap, and it's inspiring.
Mr. and Mrs. Crooms must be proud. They're proud of every principal, I feel, who has come through and the leadership that they have shown to the students.
In Seminole County, Christina Watkins, WESH 2 News.
About 750 students attend Crooms. Roughly half graduate with their associate's degree and their high school diploma at the same time, thanks to a partnership with Seminole State College.